Hello everyone, Lid here. In today's video I want to talk about harvest, and this is a mid investment strategy, so it's not exactly cheap, but I don't think it's that expensive either. For the map, we're going to use map with at least 80% quantity as usual, and as you can see this one is corrupted, and this is because I'm making my egg mod and this is the byproduct of it, so don't worry too much about the corruptions. And for the scarabs, the first one we're going to use is influencing scarabs of hordes. This is going to give us 40% increased pack size for the influence pack. In this case, it's a blue Arthurs, in hope that it will give us more Arthurs. And the second scarab that we're going to use is harvest scarabs. This basically guarantee a harvest inside the map, and why we don't use it on map device is because this harvest scarab is dirt cheap. That's number one, and number two, we will use the map device for something else, which I will explain a little bit. So for the third scarab, we will use harvest scarabs of doubling. This is basically doubling the life force you're going to get, but also your harvest monster have 100% more life. And the last scarab that we will use is harvest scarab of cornucopia. This is basically the center of the strategy, and what this scarab did is it will make your harvest contain up to one additional tier 4 seed of each type. So you want as much color as possible. So if you have 3 color, you can have up to 3. So most of the time, based on this 50 map tasks, you will get around 2 or 3. But sometimes, if you're really unlucky, you will get 1. I get 1 like 2 or 3 times. It's not that bad. And sometimes you can get even 4, because the wording here is additional tier 4, meaning your natural tier 4 seed still can happen. So that's about the scarabs. So this is how I will run the map, and this is how I will suggest to run the map if you want to be efficient. But once again, it's not mandatory, it's more about the div per hour stuff. And I always encourage people to not focus too much on the div per hours, because in the end of the day, this is a game and you need to have fun. And the way I will run the map is I will open the map, I will get inside the map, and I will run to the harvest. I will get any auto that I can get. And if I see the harvest, I will go into the harvest. I will not clear the whole map. And the reason being, it's going to save you a lot of time, which I will explain in the result. And for the Atlas tree, this is the Atlas tree that I'm going to use. We're taking all the scarabs node, except for the area that around crop rotations. The reason being because we do not want to block anything. We want actually 3 color inside the harvest. And the reason for cornucopia that I explained earlier, you want 3 colors so you can have 3 additional tier 4 seed. And we take all the basically the harvest node. This one you can have additional plants. And this one, you have a chance to spawn additional monster. This is you have a chance to duplicate your life force. And this one, a chance for your harvest not wielded when you choose the other one. And we also take all the quan wheel. This is basically just trying to increase our quantity of the map, meaning that will increase our life force too. And we also take all the map modifier, including this one and this one. The rest of them is not very important, like scarabs, I take it because I have point on it. And if you don't have 130 point, you can first drop the league mechanic. You don't need this one at all. I just put in here because, I mean, I have point left. And for the altar, we're going to take all the pack size as usual, and also the eldritch case. And yeah, that's about the Atlas tree. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. All the 50 maps I've done, and this is the result of it. For the cost, we have T16. I price it at 7 right now because cost of T16 is already drops. The first influence scarabs and harvest scarabs is basically dirt cheap. I put here is 1 chaos. It's actually below 1 chaos, but you know, just to make it simple, I just make it 1 chaos here. Cornucopia is the most expensive one in this strategy, is 25C each. And harvest scarabs of duplications is 7C each. And that will make our total cost for 50 map is 16.4 divine. So this is why I'm saying this is a mid investment strategy, not necessarily a low investment. And for the profit, the excellence is 5 divine, and this is basically all the thing that I get. And the excellence will count everything except for anything from the harvest. And the reason is the same with the last stick. When I test harvest 2, excellence tends to undervalue harvest stuff a lot. So this is the reason why I just take this one out, so we can price them normally. Also, excellence doesn't include maps, so we will have to count the maps separately. So this is the breakdown. We have 37 T16 maps, so we're not exactly sustained because we just rush to the harvest and we just get any outlet on the way. We're not necessarily trying to clear everything. So this is why we probably won't sustain the map. And if you want to sustain your map, you probably want to take a singular focus. And for the T17, we got 3 of them. Each of them is 0.8 div. And for the life force, the yellow one, we get 110k. It's quite a lot. Purple life force is around 31k. And the blue life force is around 72k. And if you see here, the price of them is basically the price at the time of recording. The yellow is 5,800 per 1 divine. The purple is 9,000 per 1 divine. The blue is 8,500 per 1 divine. So blue and purple is around the same price. The yellow is the most expensive one. So the total profit is 53.71 div. So the net profit after cutting all the costs will be 37.31 div. And the average time I put here 3 minutes. In my own run, I'm doing it around 2 to 2.5 minutes. But I think 3 minutes is very reasonable, and that will result us into 15 div per hours. Now the 15 div per hours, to be honest, because this is mid investment, I'm a little bit disappointed. But I think this strategy can be earn you a lot more. For example, if I put my own time here, like 2.5 minutes, it basically becomes 17, almost 18 div per hours. And if you can do this in like 2 minutes, it would be cross 20 div per hours. So basically the div per hour is just basically how fast you can run the map. And this is the reason why we don't clear the whole maps. And this is also the same with the last league when I'm testing harvest. It's a lot better to just take whatever auto you can get and go to the harvest and finish the harvest. It saves you around 30 seconds or even 1 minute, depending on like how slow you build. In my case, it cut off like 30 seconds because I don't have to clear all the map, and it make the map a lot faster. And therefore it will increase the div per hour because you can do more maps. But once again, if you don't care about the div per hour, you want to clear the whole map, is also fine. You don't necessarily have to do all of this one. And for me personally, I really suggest not look into the div per hour too much. This is just a little benchmark that this strategy works, and it does give you a currency. For the Sacred Blossoms, in here I put 0.4 div. If you do it yourself, just in case someone don't know this one, when you put Sacred Blossom in your map device, you will open an encounter to Wasabi. When you kill Wasabi, you will get Sacred Crystallized Life Force, and that will worth 0.5 div. So you get a little bit more value, but you have to kill Wasabi. And also you can get, for I think it's Forbidden Shackle, it's basically a helmet that's have like a big RNG, but if you hit the right mod, it can worth a lot of money. So if you can do the Sacred Blossom, you do it yourself, don't sell it. So I think that's conclude the video. I think the strategy is pretty good. It's pretty fast. If you need life force, just do it. It's very easy. And the downside, of course, you cannot focus on specific color. If you want to focus on specific color, there is a strategy that have like a higher investments, and that using Horn of Awakening, so it's very expensive. But the amount of life force you get is also a lot bigger. Also, it's also kind of RNG, kind of a little bit of a gamble, but that is possible. So let me know if you want to see that one. It will take me sometimes to collect all the materials, but that should be no problem. If you guys want it, let me know in the comment below. Or you probably have another mechanic that you want me to try on. So let me know in the comment. I would love to see it. And that's it about the video. If you like the video, like and subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. And thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.